Welcome to Mommy Academy.
I'm fine,
Today I'm so excited because we're going to continue reading from our Jesus Storybook Bible. Who wrote the Jesus Storybook Bible, Tankie?
Elisabeth Jones.
That's right. She wrote this beautiful children's Bible for us to enjoy, and she did a wonderful job doing it. Now, do you remember what we read about last time? Do you remember the story last time? We did it for our Sunday school, right? We didn't go to Sunday school because of COVID-19.
This is the that is the children one.
They said, we worry about so many things, Jesus. We worry about what to eat and what to drink. We worry about what to wear. And what did Jesus say? He said, don't worry.
Don't worry.
Yeah. Why shouldn't we worry?
Because we don't have to.
And why don't we have to worry?
Because
God is taking care of us, right?
God is taking care of us.
Yes. So they said, do you look at the flowers? Jesus said to them, do you look at the flowers? Do the flowers have closets full of clothes? No. God takes care of their clothes. He's going to take care of your clothes too. God knows what you need. And then he said, look at the birds. Do they go shopping and fill up their pantries? No. God knows that the birds need food and he takes care of them. Isn't that beautiful?
Yeah.
And today we get to read a very exciting story. And Sally Lloyd-Jones called this story The Captain of the Storm. And it is from Mark 4 and Matthew 8. Are you ready?
Yep, ready.
Okay, here it goes. The captain of the storm. The sun was going down. The air was warm and still. Let's go across the lake, Jesus said to his friends. Jesus had been helping people all day, and now he was tired. So they left the crowds at the shore and set out in a small fishing boat. Jesus climbed into the boat to take a nap. As soon as his head touched the pillow, he fell fast asleep. It was a beautiful evening. A gentle breeze rustled the sails. The friends were chatting happily as they headed out into the middle of the lake. Everything was perfect, just right for a nice, quiet sail. That sounds wonderful. Uh-oh. They were only about halfway across when out of nowhere, whirling winds swept across the lake, fierce and strong like a hurricane. A blinding flash of lightning lit up the sky. Thunder roared right overhead. The storm blew the water into towering waves that hurtled the little boat up, and sent it hurling and crashing down. Wow, that looks really scary, doesn't it?
Yeah.
The fishing boat was blown and buffeted and tossed and turned back and forth and up and down, left and right and round and round. And in the middle of the storm, Jesus was sleeping. Now, Jesus' friends had been fishermen all their lives, but in all their years fishing on this lake, they had never once seen a storm like this one. No matter how hard they struggled with their ropes, the sails, they couldn't control the boat. The storm was too big for them. You think they were scared?
Yeah.
I think I'd be scared too. There's Jesus sleeping and his friends very scared in the boat. But the storm wasn't too big for Jesus. Help! They screamed. Wake up, Jesus, quick! Jesus opened his eyes. Rescue us! Save us, they shrieked. Don't you care? Of course Jesus cared. And this was the very reason he had come, to rescue them and save them. Jesus stood up and spoke to the storm. Hush, he said. That's all. And the strangest thing happened. The wind and waves recognized Jesus' voice. They had heard it before, of course. It was the same voice that had made them in the beginning. They listened to Jesus, and they did what he said. Immediately the wind stopped, the water calmed down. It glittered innocently in the moonlight and lapped quietly against the side of the boat. as if nothing had happened. The little boat bobbed gently up and down. There was a deep stillness and a great quiet all around. Then Jesus turned to his wind-torn friends. "Why were you scared?" he asked. "Did you forget who I am? Did you believe your fears instead of me?" Jesus' friends were quiet as the wind and waves, and into their hearts came a different kind of storm. "What kind of man is this?" they asked themselves anxiously. "Even the wind and the waves obey him." Because they didn't understand, they didn't realize yet that Jesus was the Son of God. Jesus' friends had been so afraid they had only seen the big waves. They had forgotten that if Jesus was with them, they had nothing to be afraid of, no matter how small their boat or how big the storm. There's that quiet, quiet lake after Jesus told it to hush. Isn't that amazing?
Yeah.
Now, do you think that Jesus is watching out for us?
Yeah.
Yeah. And if Jesus could make a storm like that stop by just saying, hush, you think he could take care of us too?
Yeah.
And that's another story about why we shouldn't worry. We need to remember who Jesus is and that he loves us and he's caring for us.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for joining us to read that story from the Jesus Storybook Bible by Sally Lloyd-Jones. I hope that you enjoyed that. We'll be continuing to read from the Jesus Storybook Bible. Please like, please share, please subscribe. We want to bring as much value to as many children and educators as possible. Thanks for watching. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye.